stories. Today we are going to learn about romanticism. Romanticism is a movement in English literature. Now we will have a brief understanding of what this movement is about. I am Dr. Papuri Kolita, Assistant Professor in English, Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, Assam Downtown University. Now, what is romanticism? The term romanticism does not stem directly from the concept of love, but rather from the French word romance, a romantic story told in verse. So, romanticism is mostly believed to be something that is related to verse. Verse means poetry. Romanticism can be seen as a rejection of the precepts of order, calm, harmony, balance, idealization, and rationality that typified classicism in general and late 18th century neoclassicism in particular. It was also to some extent a reaction against the Enlightenment and against 18th century rationalism and physical materialism in general. Romanticism emphasized the individual, the subjective, that means the autobiographic, the irrational, the imaginative, the personal, the spontaneous, the emotional, the visionary, and the transcendental. It celebrated the common man and common life. Among the characteristic attitudes of Romanticism were the following: a deepened appreciation of the beauties of nature, a general exaltation of emotion over reason, and of the senses over intellect, a turning in upon the self, and a heightened examination of human personality and its moods and mental potentialities, a preoccupation with the genius, the hero, and the exceptional figure in general, and a focus on his passions and inner struggles, a new view of the artist as a supremely individual creator, whose creative spirit is more important than strict adherence to formal rules and traditional procedures, an emphasis upon imagination as a gateway to transcendental experience and spiritual truths, an obsessive interest in folk culture, national and ethnic cultural origins, and the medieval era, and a predilection for the exotic, the remote, the mysterious, the weird, the occult, the monstrous, the diseased, and even the satanic. So, Romanticism as a movement started in literature, uh, both in several countries, in England, in France, and the recurring themes, as I have discussed, are individualism, imagination. The power of imagination was considered to be supreme in human being. Now, uh, let us know how Romanticism came to be developed in literature. Romanticism proper was preceded by several related developments. From the mid-18th century on, that can be termed pre-Romanticism. Among such trends was a new appreciation of the medieval romance, from which the Romantic movement derives its name. The romance was a tale or ballad of chivalric adventure whose emphasis on individual heroism and on the exotic and the mysterious was in clear contrast to the elegant formality and artificiality of prevailing classical forms of literature, such as the French neoclassical tragedy or the English heroic couplet in poetry. This new interest in relatively unsophisticated but overtly emotional literary expression of the past was to be a a dominant note in Romanticism. Romanticism in literature, English literature, began in the 1970s with the publication of the lyrical ballads of William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Wordsworth's preface to the second edition, 1800, published in 1800, of lyrical ballads, in which he described poetry as the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, became the manifesto of the English Romantic movement in poetry. William Blake was the third principal poet of the movement's early phase in England. The first phase of the Romantic movement in Germany was marked by innovations in both content and literary style, and by a preoccupation with the mystical, the subconscious, and the supernatural. A wealth of talents, including Frederick Hölderlin, the early Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, Jean Paul, novelist Ludwig Tieck, A.W., and Friedrich Segel, Wilhelm Heinrich Wackenroder, and Friedrich Schelling, belong to this first phase. In revolutionary France, the Vicomte de Chateaubriand and Mame de Stael were chief initiators of Romanticism by virtue of their influential historical and theoretical writings. The second phase of Romanticism, comprising the period from about 1805 to 1830s, was marked by a quickening of cultural nationalism and a new attention to national origins, as attested by the collection and imitation of native folklore, folk ballads and poetry, folk dance and music, and even previously ignored medieval and Renaissance work. The revived historical appreciation was translated into imaginative writing by Sir Walter Scott, who is often considered to have invented the historical novel. At about this same time, English Romantic poetry had reached its zenith in the works of John Keats, Lord Byron, and Percy Bysshe Shelley. A notable byproduct of the romantic interest in the emotional were works dealing with the supernatural, the weird, and the horrible, as in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and works by C.R. Maturin, the Marquis de Sade, and E.T.A. Wolfman. The second phase of Romanticism in Germany was dominated by Achim von Arnim, Clemens Brentano, J.J. von Goris, and Joseph von Eichendorff. By the 1820s, Romanticism had broadened to embrace the literatures of almost all of Europe. In this later second phase, the movement was less universal in approach and concentrated more on exploring each nation's historical and cultural inheritance, and on examining the passions and struggles of exceptional individuals. A brief survey of romantic influenced writers would have to include Thomas de Quincey, William Hazlitt, and Bronte sisters in England, Victor Hugo, Alfred de Vigny, Alphonse de Lamartine, Alfred de Musset, Stendhal, Prosper Mérimée, Alexandre Dumas, and Théophile Gautier in France, Alessandro Manzoni and Giacomo Leopardi in Italy, Alexander Pushkin and Mikhail Lermontov in Russia, José de Espronceda and Angel de Saavedra in Spain, Adam Mickiewicz in Poland, and almost all of the important writers in pre-civil war. So, uh, Romantic movement was widespread. It did not limit itself to England or to William Wordsworth and Coleridge, but it has spread wide, and writers mostly put emphasis on the poets and the writers mostly put emphasis on human beings, the common life and common man, and celebrated nature worship of nature is a very remarkable aspect of Romanticism. Nature was worshipped as a supreme being, something that influences the lives of human beings. And that is what Romanticism is all about. Thank you.